Speaking of more ridiculous things, caught this. Taco Bell is announced that they're going to release their own wine, Jalapeno Noir, and it's to pair with the toasty cheese chalupa. This tantalizing combination is only available for a limited time in Canada to celebrate the launch of the new item. I didn't know that Taco Bells south of the border were that popular north of the border. Your thoughts on those crazy Canucks with the Jalapeno Noir?
I mean, dude, I'm a Taco Bell fan, just outright. So I'm a fan of everything that they do. So go for it. It's genius. That's a fucking genius name. Whoever came up with that, they should have gotten a raise. If they didn't, Taco Bell, you're definitely not listening. But yes.
Well, you start selling booze in American Taco Bells, and they will quickly overtake the Waffle House as the number one beat down facility in America. What I did appreciate about this story, and this is why I sent it to you in the first place, was because I'm actually proud of Taco Bell for taking the wine snobs down a peg. Because I've never tasted a wine that was $10 that tasted worse than a wine that was $100. And I've never tasted a $100 wine that was any worse than a $30 wine. I just love that Taco Bell, it's known for late night food. It's known for cheap, fill your gut food. That's all it is. It's delicious. It's tasty. And I'm glad they're taking the wine snobs down a peg, because wine is dude, we've been making wine forever. Like, waifs were standing out in buckets in the 1300s, stomping fucking grapes to get drunk. That's it. End of story. That's what wine is. It's not some guy wearing a layered sweater vest out in Tuscany, clipping wine, grapes, whatever, fucking one at a time with some clippers. It's just booze. It's rotten grapes in a bottle. And Taco Bell putting out the Jalapeno Noir is just glorious, and it's a big fuck you to the wine community, and I appreciate that.
So, we had talked about a month ago in which there was a petition to release certain names or likings of names at Trader Joe's. Does this have any? Do you think like, Jalapeno Noir, because it's Taco Bell, and do you think any? Or it's Canada, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist, right?
Ooh, that's a good point. You think, okay, Alan, you seemed during the Trader Joe's conversation to maybe possibly be on board with some of the SJW woke crowd out there that could potentially be harmful in some way.
No, so, I literally said I thought it was funny.
You said you thought it was funny, but you said you understood why.
I mean, look, my whole premise, and here's my just philosophy in general, is I'm not going to dictate what somebody else finds offensive. So if somebody finds that shit offensive, it's offensive to them. You don't get to fucking choose that. So it is what it is. And if that's what if they made a big enough stink and Trader Joe's decides to change that shit, then they decide to change that shit because they are a company and they can do that. I always thought they were funny, quite frankly, and I still stand by that. I think we have a jar of Trader Giotto's sauce, and I giggled at it yesterday. So sue me. You know what I mean? Come at me if you're mad at me for thinking it's funny. But likewise, like I said, if people find it fucking offensive, who the fuck am I to tell them?
Yeah, but if I don't find it offensive, who are you to tell me that I should find it offensive?
You don't have to. I just said I don't find it offensive.
So jalapeno, but how? Okay, all right, Wes.
How am I supposed to know what you don't find offensive? Huh? How am I supposed to know that? All right, what are you gonna ask? Go for it. Come on.
I was gonna ask you, like, how could you find Jalapeno Noir offensive? Like, it's a fucking pepper name.
It's a pepper.
Well,
are you just trying to get us?
Yeah, just look, man. We're a news company. We're trying to get to the bottom of things here.
Yeah, we're really just giving people these.
I think it's hilarious that they talked about pairing it with something on the menu, of course, because you pair wines with certain foods, and in this case, what was it? The chalupa, the new.
I hope so.
Well, that's the only thing that's pairable.
What's a Pinot Noir, right? Better be the fucking steak chalupa. God damn it! What are we, animals?
Right? Yeah, red wine, red meat. God. I
You
will.
get fucking chicken chalupa with that bottle of wine, you asshole.
Yeah, that's the jalapeno grigio, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. That's right, sir.
But again, it just goes to show you that you pair wine with whatever you're eating. There's nothing specific about what food you pair it with. You just drink and you eat. The wine's a drink and food's a substance. You put them both in your mouth and you swallow.
It just harkens back to the days when the human race was too stupid to fucking sanitize water, so we just drank fucking booze.
Thank you.
Why not?
Do you think that there's any correlation to this being a litmus test or some sort of starter in Canada to see how this goes over? Or is that just because they can sell wine at a Taco Bell and they can't do that in the States?
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Yeah, because unfortunately Americans aren't responsible enough to enjoy their booze at a Taco Bell.
Fuck no.
Well, but they are at a fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese's are stressful, buddy.
Oh yeah, you have
Go with a
experience?
5-year-old and you go with a 5-year-old and see how your opinion swings.
It's less expensive than individual therapists there for parents. So, booze it is, sir.
Fair enough.